Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. The first bit of news I want to start out with today is this discovery of a strange circular object found off the coast of Greece in the Aegean Sea. So here we are on Google Earth, and the coordinates to this I'll put down below. But as you guys can clearly see, and you can even see this thing from pretty high up, it measures, according to Google, at around 220 feet from end to end. From my view, it looks to be, almost perfectly circular. And it even seems to have something in the center of it, like a dome, some sort of inner circle, and even another circle or hole in the center of that. And just trying to show you guys some different angles here, but yeah, really not sure what this is. It's definitely large, and it looks like this object has appeared within the last couple of years, because when you go back in time using this date tool here in Google Earth, the object does not seem to be there prior to 2015, as you guys are seeing. So that kind of makes it even more mysterious, because, my first thought was, well, maybe this is something left over from the Second World War, or is it just some natural formation, maybe an inactive volcano? But no, it seems that the object has appeared within the last 2.5 years or so. And so yeah, I wanted to see what you guys thought. This reminds me of, we've found mysterious objects all over, especially in these satellite images through Google Earth, and it reminds me of that other massive circular object that I did a video on a couple of years back, where it was another massive circle or disc-shaped object found at the bottom of the ocean, but that object was around 2 miles wide. People still don't know what that object was, despite our best efforts to figure it out, so it reminded me of that. Could it be a similar object? I don't know, but you guys tell me down below, and I'll put the coordinates again. Download Google Earth, check it out for yourselves, and tell me what you think. A lot of mysterious things in our oceans. Now, in other news, another one of these wave anomalies have been spotted shooting across the Earth from Antarctica. Now, we've done a couple of different videos on these things as they've been spotted. I think the first one we spotted was back in April of 2017, another one in May, all of them which seem to be coming from Antarctica. It's no mystery that Antarctica is shrouded in strangeness. A lot of unknown things happening there. And so when we started noticing these strange sort of spiraling microwave anomalies that were detected by something called MIMIC, which is a satellite that stands for Morphed Integrated Microwave Imagery, we weren't sure what it was, and we really haven't gotten an answer. And so we've detected another one of these things. It's just a massive spiraling beam of energy shooting across the globe from the direction of Antarctica, only this time the beam of energy seems to be directed nearly right in between two hurricanes that had developed in the Pacific Ocean. And you're seeing that here. You can see the eyes of both hurricanes, one on the left of the energy wave, another one to the right. And if you look in the centers, or the eyes of each hurricane, you can notice it's sort of lighting up with this white color. Some have suggested that this energy wave is affecting these hurricanes, causing them to light up like this. By the way, this is Hurricane Hector and John. The beam shoots directly over another cyclone system. And so the question has been posed, are these anomalous energy waves directly connected to our weather system? Are they influencing the weather and these storms? Or is it just a coincidence? I don't know. You guys tell me down below. It certainly makes sense, because we know for a fact, and there's patents out there, you can look this up, that there is weather modification technology out there. And whether this has something to do with it, I don't know, but it's certainly not too far-fetched of an idea. So tell me what you think of this. And speaking of strange waves and energy, we have once again, by we, I mean NASA and other space agencies, have just detected another mysterious radio wave burst coming from space that very well may be coming from some sort of intelligence out there in the cosmos, whether it's a planet, whether it's from a ship, we don't know. And astronomers aren't sure of its origins either. And so this new mystery radio signal was spotted by a telescope in Canada, and it's one of the lowest in frequency to date. See, most of the radio signals that we've detected in space, or what are known as fast radio bursts, are much higher in frequency. But this one, however, is much different. It's the lowest frequency to date, the details of which have been posted to the Astronomer's Telegram, which is a website where accredited astronomers can post observations. And so about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, an observation from the McGill University's radio telescope in Canada discovered this fast radio burst, which is basically a short burst of radio waves coming from beyond the Milky Way galaxy. And it was detected at a frequency of around 580 megahertz, the lowest frequency detection to date. Now, fast radio bursts were first discovered, or at least made public, back in 2007. Their origins are still unknown, with many speculating, or we'll just put it this way, the astronomers who are trying to figure out where these signals come from have not ruled out the possibility that these high-powered signals are coming from an advanced alien civilization. So be sure to stay tuned. I'll definitely be following this story and will post updates accordingly. Now, lastly today, we have a former astronaut going on the record and stating that at one point while he was up in space orbiting the Earth on the ISS, he witnessed something that looked like a, quote, organic or alien-like object floating out of the payload bay. So this was actually in response to a question posed on Twitter by Scott Waring of UFOsightingsdaily.com. So he tweeted directly at Leland Melvin, who is the former astronaut for NASA, asking him what his outlook was about the existence of intelligent alien life living in our solar system, and has he ever witnessed a UFO? And well, he actually responded saying, quote, as you're seeing here, I have not seen one in space or on the ground, but I thought I saw something organic or alien-like floating out of the payload bay. And that he and another astronaut on the ISS had called ground control to ask what it could be, and that it was, quote, ice that had broken off of one of the Freon hoses. Or at least that is what he is saying that ground control told him. That's what it was. But of course, they always use the old, well, it's either ice crystals, or it's a weather balloon, or swamp gas, you name it. But the fact that he would admit that it looked like something organic or alien-like floating out in the payload bay, it was definitely something that we really haven't heard astronauts speak on publicly before. And get this, when he was asked if it's possible that NASA lied about the ice to keep the team calm and focused on the shuttle, the astronaut replied with, quote, I don't think so, but you never know. And to that I say, you never know indeed. In fact, we actually do know, because we have astronauts in the past as well as other evidence and testimony to show that NASA does cover these sightings up, especially the ones that occur in space, the sightings of strange things, whether it be UFOs, organic-like alien life material floating in space. These things have been documented throughout the years, and they've been seen on almost every space flight, whether it be in the ISS, the space shuttle missions, the Apollo missions, the Gemini missions. There have been some extremely anomalous sightings and unusual things witnessed, captured in some cases on video and photographs, and we've documented a lot of that here on the channel. A lot of strange things out in space, and normally astronauts are told to keep quiet about it. If you see something, don't even call ground control, don't get on your radio, focus on your work, and they will be debriefed when they're back down on Earth. So, what do you guys make of what the astronaut has revealed here? Do you think there's something more to it? Either way, good on Scott Waring for actually getting an answer here, and I definitely believe there is more to it. In fact, I know there is. So thank you guys for stopping by today. With that, I'm going to jump off here and get back to work. As always, subscribe, share, follow the channel. I'll have new videos in the works and up very soon, and we will continue unraveling the truth one video